Hey everyone, this is Kelsey and Ryan from Exactly Exotics, and we thought that we would do something a little bit different this year with our ball python clutches. So we're going to do a video of our first clutch that hatched. They hatched on May 18th, and they just shed a couple days ago, so they're all nice and bright and shiny. The parents from this clutch is a lemonblast Granite that was produced by Ben Renick, that's also het orange ghost, and the female of this clutch was a black butter Hydra. Our first animal here is a lemonblast Granite. So this is a pastel pinstripe Granite, and as you can see, this animal has really nice color, and the pinstripe pattern is a little bit busier and a little bit more speckled. That's because of the Granite influence in this animal, and he looks very similar to what the sire of the litter looked like when he was younger. Our next animal is a black pastel pinstripe Granite. So the black pastel obviously has the darker influence on the animal and the pinstriping, and the Granite again just introduces more busyness, more speckling to the pattern. This is really quite a phenomenal looking animal, and I think we're actually going to hold this one back and keep it in our breeding program. The third animal from this clutch is a black pastel butter pinstripe. So this animal looks very similar to the previous one that we just showed you, except the influence of the butter lightens up the color, makes it a little bit creamier, and just overall a really nice looking animal. We were fortunate enough to hit some Hydra animals in this clutch. For those that are unfamiliar with Hydra, it's a trait that was founded by the great Ben Renick, and we hit some really cool combos that we're super excited about. So this first one is a butter Hydra pinstripe, and the Hydra influence on the pinstripe is actually that it reduces the pattern, you can see, by quite a lot. It pushes the pattern dorsally, so really this animal has very minimalistic side patterning, has a lot of back pattern, and as Ryan is showing you on the sides, really the sides are pretty white, pretty washed out. So that's the influence of Hydra in this animal. It's a really, really neat looking animal, and this one is going to be available for sale. The next two, we hit two of the same morph, and we've had a lot of interest in these animals from initial pictures that we posted. So these are both black pewter Granite Hydras. So this is a black pastel Hydra Granite. And the Hydra influence in the non-pinstripe animals, it still pushes the pattern up dorsally. So you can see the alien heads on these are a little bit more reduced. It introduces some aberrancies as well, kind of connecting the alien heads, giving them kind of a not typical pattern. And then most of the Hydra animals have a pretty long neck stripe behind the head, and the edges of this neck stripe are actually a little bit jagged, so it's not a clean stripe. And that is something that Ben identified as a marker for the Hydra. So these two animals are world's firsts with Hydra. We're super pumped about these. They're incredible, dark, crazy busy animals, and we really expect these guys to get more silver with each shed. That's kind of another influence of the Hydra, is the animals tend to get really silver after each shed, and we have some juvenile females that are black butter Hydras that are really, really silver on the sides, and they just keep looking better and better.
This one's really cool. It's got an aberrant little paradox mark on its neck. That's a male. We're for sure keeping that one.
The other one will be available for sale once it's eating. And then the last animal from this clutch, we actually hit the ultimate for this clutch, in that we got a black Emperor pinstripe Hydra. So this is a black pastel butter Hydra pastel pinstripe. Again, the Hydra influence in the pinstripe animals is that it reduces the side patterning. So you can see this animal has virtually no side pattern at all. And the Hydra influence, we believe, is what has given it its full dorsal stripe from head to tail. So this is pretty awesome that our first clutch we hit the maximum amount of genes in one animal.
Other than Granite, which, how would we tell if this animal is Granite? Let's be honest.
But this is a really, really phenomenal animal, and this one will also be available for sale once he is eating.
Or she. I haven't sexed this one.
So we just thought it'd be cool to show the Hydra animals on video. We're super pumped about this clutch. Gonna get him eating, and we definitely are gonna have some Hydra animals available out of this pairing. Thanks, guys, and we'll do another video with our next clutch once they shed.